Bowhunt or Die is being brought to you by Matthews, Lost Camo, Lone Wolf Portable Tree Stands, Hunter Safety System, Heartland Wildlife Institute, New Archery Products, Tinks, Carbon Express, Stealth Cam, Moose Utility Division, Lacrosse Footwear, Scent Blocker, Pine Ridge Archery, and Can Cooker.
In this week's episode of Bowhunt or Die, we finally got the action heating up with our first buck on the ground. Chad Stillman does a great job, Justin.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Chad's a new guy on the team.
Yep.
We met him earlier, a couple episodes back, when he kind of gave us a hit list update. And I got to be honest with you, the first buck of the year for the team, the earliest buck ever in the history of Bowhunt or Die.
Yes.
We've never had a September whitetail on the ground. Great footage. Overall, I couldn't think of a better way to start off the season.
No, well, and his wife was actually in the tree with them filming, which is even cooler. I mean, this just isn't one of his bow hunting, buddy partners. And this is his wife that's actually up there taking her time out of the day, which I think is super cool as well.
Well, yeah, especially considering I don't think our wives would ever be caught dead
in
a tree with either one of us. So it is pretty neat to see. So you know what, Todd? Let's not waste any more time. Let's jump right into the action and see how Chad and Melissa do on their first filmed hunt for Bowhunt or Die.
I'm no Tommy Halford. Definitely not as good with the makeup as he is. But I'm trying. So, Melissa and I got into the stand. We shot some footage on the way in. And we get to the tree and she says, "Guess what I forgot?" And I said, "That stinks." She forgot her safety harness. After a little debate, she decided to go back and get it. So I'm getting everything set up. She should be getting in here quickly. Luckily, it's still pretty early. This is a brand new property. I've never hunted it for deer before. Hunted it for spring turkey this past year. We are so excited about tonight hunting on this piece of property. I don't believe it gets a lot of hunting pressure. I know a lot of guys don't bow hunt it. There's just a lot of deer sign. We're kind of doing it old school tonight. We didn't have time to put out cameras. I just came and walked the perimeter. I don't want to go too deep into the woods or mess with any bedding areas. It's got water to our north, food, soybeans, and corn to our south. And we're in this real good hidden inside corner that's littered with buck rubs and just big tracks. Man, we're hoping we get lucky tonight and put one down. Stay with us. Alright, as you guys could just see, at about 5:30, we had a nice dark horned 3.5-year-old come in. At first, I thought he's probably only maybe like 120-inch buck, but as he got closer to us and reviewed the footage, he's probably close to high 130s, maybe 140-inch buck. Definitely a shooter. That was exciting, and that's why we do this. So even if we don't get something tonight, man, we're fortunate enough to see a deer, and a nice one at that. So I think I just named him Buster because he busted us. He didn't take off though, like he was really scared, just more one of those concerned, kind of cantered away. So stick with us, maybe he'll come back. We got about another 40 minutes of light left. All right, we just climbed out of the tree. Follow me, I'm gonna walk over to the point of impact. He took off and he's probably just about 70 yards right out in here. So man, I can't wait to get him. Let's go. Oh man, this guy. This is a different buck from before.
Is it?
This isn't the same one we saw. Oh man, he's nice. Here he is, guys. Just a nice buck. Nice and wide. Oh, thank you. All right, everyone, here he is. We got him out of the woods late last night. By the time we got him actually home, it was probably close to 10 o'clock. As you could tell from my excitement on the initial shot, I thought he was actually the first buck that we encountered earlier in the night, but he wasn't. So that's why I was thinking he was more along the lines of a 135 to 140, but we just scored him. He ended up scoring 124 inches, and we couldn't be more happy. He's a beautiful deer to me. Mature, 3.5-year-old buck. He's heavy horned. He's not the biggest buck in the world, but I try to shoot the biggest deer I can, but I try to be realistic at the same time. This was hunting a brand new piece of property, no food plots, just hunting farm fields, wood plots, and just kind of getting it done the old-fashioned way. I didn't have time to set up my cameras. I just went up, scouted. I'm thankful for my Lone Wolf system. I was able to sneak in yesterday morning, hang a set. It was so quiet, so easy to do with the climbing sticks and getting those alpha hang-ons quietly in place and getting out of there. Melissa and I came back, hit it hard, and it just paid off. The wind was perfect. The weather was perfect. It was an absolute great night, probably the best night of deer hunting in my life in the last 20 years. I saw 2 shooters within an hour of one another and was able to take one of them. Just blessed to do it with my wife, and I couldn't be happier. So thanks for watching, and this is very, very special to me, and I'm glad you guys are a part of it as well. So I hope you guys enjoy it half as much as I did. Stay with us. There'll be a lot of bucks hitting the dirt this year. Bow hunt or die.
Well, that's definitely a great way to start off your season. You know, I look back at my year last year, I think I only saw one shooter the entire year. Chad has seen 2 of them before October and actually has 1 of them on the ground. You know, what I thought was really kind of cool about this hunt is how fast it happened. You know, that deer comes out of the woods, puts his head down, and Chad just switches into kill mode, makes that shot, and he gets down there and goes, hey, this isn't even the deer that I thought I was shooting. I know I've been there in the past. A lot of other people have been there, and we've shot deer. You know, we look at their rack and we say, shooter, and that's it. But, you know, at the end of the day, it was a great buck, a great way to start off the season. Congratulations to Chad, and good job, Melissa. The footage was great.
You know, you just never know how the hunting season's going to go. I'm on the phone with Chad literally a week earlier before he shoots this buck. What's he telling me? Geez, the spot I spent all summer long scouting and planning for just isn't panning out. That doesn't stop him. He doesn't keep going back to the same spots. He gets out there, finds a new hunting spot, goes in cold, gets set up. Not only does he have 1 encounter with a buck, he has 2 encounters, shoots a super good deer, and he's the first guy on the team to lay down a buck this year. Not only that, he's the rookie of all the teams. So I know all the other teammates are like, oh my gosh, he just raised the bar. We're going to definitely have to work hard. And next up, we're going to join Chase Larson in northern Wisconsin.
It's September 15th. I'm out here in the runway stand. First time sitting in the stand. Second day of bow season. We got washed out this morning. It's about noon right now. Finally lit up enough that we could get out here and sit. So hopefully we can get a deer down, and then I gotta head back for school tomorrow down in Point. So be another hour-and-a-half drive, but hopefully we can get a deer down tonight, and we'll see what happens. So hang tight, guys. Bow hunt or die. Second day of the season. Yes. 6 hours straight in the stand. I drew back on her once, and she went out of frame a little bit. I put it back and let her rip. That launch pad lighted knock just from Carbon Express just lit right up. Fantastic. Alrighty guys, we found her. It was crazy, we didn't pick up any blood until we were right on top of her. But as you can tell, we have a big gash here. She didn't go far at all. So we're gonna get her out of here, get her all cleaned up, and get her registered and legal right now. But what a fantastic day, I tell you what. Sat in the stand for a while, didn't see anything, ended up hearing some coyotes. I was like, oh, there goes the rest of my hunt. And then
15, 20 minutes later, here she is. Here was a doe and 3 fawns that came in, and all of a sudden I see another doe, and then I look up the road a little bit because I thought I saw a buck, and it was her, and she was just dark. And I started coming in on the road, and just fantastic. Came in, presented me a shot, and I took it. So overall, it's looking to be a really good season, and we can't wait to kick it off. So we're kicking it off now with the big doe down. Bow hunt or die, guys.
Well, that was definitely a great way to start off the year for Chase. You know, he saw a bunch of deer. He's hunting northern Wisconsin, big woods, where there aren't really a lot of deer in general, so to have a hunt where you see that many animals is pretty cool. And ultimately, what I thought was the coolest thing about Chase's hunt is just the enthusiasm that he still has for bow hunting. You know, I remember being a young man going out there and, you know, shooting deer and shooting those does and being just as excited as I am today when I shoot a big buck. And ultimately, that's what bow hunt or die is all about. It's not about the size of the animal that you kill. It's about the enjoyment that you get from being out in the woods and being able to harvest an animal with your bow. So congratulations to Chase. That was a great hunt. Now next up, we're going to get a check-in from the buck magnet Todd Graf on another Wisconsin hunt.
It's just now 5 o'clock. The wind's out of the northeast, which is perfect. It's a nice cool evening. The sun's just about an hour away from going over these trees here. I'm hoping to see a few deer here tonight. I mean, we've got a good food plot. Lots of cover around me. Man, something's got to slip out of here tonight. It's got to. Anytime you get the deer that close to you, it gets your heart pumping, that's for sure. Get about 25 more inches. Boom. The set would have worked perfect. I was just getting ready to do my interview, That buck came right in, right to the mock scrape. Sun checked it, kept moving on. Cold temperatures get these bucks up on their feet every time.
Man, it seems like I keep choosing the right stands. The deer come right in, 20 to 30 yards away, point blank shots. They're just not the deer I'm looking for. I've got a couple pics of some nice ones. We're just gonna have to wait to see if they ever show up.
Well, as always, we want to take a couple seconds to thank the people who sent in their photos for this week's episode.
Chris Morgan,
Leon St. Louis,
Brian Harper,
and Curtis Speller. Hey, congratulations, guys. Those are some really awesome trophies. Now remember, if you want to see yourself right here in an episode of Bowhunt or Die, all you've got to do is get your photo to us. You can post it on our Facebook page, send it to us on Twitter, or go to bowhunting.com, click on the Submit Your Trophy button, and send us your image. Now, Todd, with that being said, that's all we got for this week's show. But next week is the day we've been waiting for, October 1st.
Finally, October 1st is here. We've got the rest of our team ready to hit the ground running, and I know they're going to be hitting it pretty hard for sure.
Everybody's definitely chomping at the bit to get out here in Illinois and a lot of the other Midwest states that open up. So you can definitely expect a lot more exciting bow hunting action in the weeks to come. Also, sneak peek, Todd, what do we got for next week's show?
Well, Dean is incredible. I mean, you know what? It seems this year the bucks are hitting the ground early. I mean, Dean puts down an incredible 150-inch whitetail, just a beautiful deer. And I know from what I hear, we haven't seen the footage yet, but it is supposed to be fantastic.
Yeah, so we're definitely looking forward to seeing that. So make sure you guys check back next week and every Friday from here until the end of the season for an all-new episode of Bowhunt or Die.
In the meantime, don't forget to check out facebook.com/bowhunting for daily updates, news, photos, and other exciting information. We want to hear your opinions and your stories, so join us now and like us on Facebook.
This is the official Chad Stillman vs. Chase Larson dance-off. Bowhunt or Die style. Chad, you just got served.
Brand new to the team, and more, why do I always have to say more importantly?
And stay tuned. Bowhunt or Die. And cut.